Hello everyone, today we are back with another unboxing video and this time it's an electric grinder. I bought this electric grinder from Amazon. In earlier days we used to have this huge and bulky stone motors almost in every household to get that perfect batter for our South Indian breakfast. But now in this technical era we have another alternative and the one-stop solution is an electric grinder. Trust me, the batter that comes out from these grinders are perfect for your idli, dosa, vada, bondas and what all. Let's start unboxing this electric grinder that I bought from Amazon. I'll be inserting this link in the description below. So after unboxing it, this is how your grinder looks. It comes with an attachment of 2 stones and a spatula, and the base is made up of steel and graphite. It's pretty heavy, and this is the main part, that is the motor of the grinder, and it also comes with a plastic spatula. Even the wire is pretty long and the plug will suit any Indian switchboard. So let's start placing this grinder one by one. Firstly, we are placing the bottom base to the grinder. Make sure it sits perfectly and is locked, and then place your stones not from a very height because that can cause a crack in the grinder. Firmly lock it and make sure that you spin it slightly in the clockwise direction in which the grinder will move when you switch it on, and never switch on a grinder when it is empty. So before starting it, I'm going to sanitize my grinder base and the stones perfectly with warm water, because during this pandemic it's advisable to sanitize anything that comes online and then start using it. Also, the second tip is that when you're making your batter for the first time, it's not edible, so you just dispose it. I have some soaked in rice, so I'm going to use it as a trial before, and then I'm going to wash this again and use it for my batter to make dosa, idli or vadas. The reason behind it is that there are some impurities attached to this new stones, so it's better that you dispose this batter rather than directly using it. So I have poured in enough water and some soaked in rice, and then we can start using our grinder. So powering it on, and here you go. You can see that how smoothly these stones are moving, and the motor speed is pretty good, that you can pour the rest of your soaked in rice in batches slowly, and then you can get your perfect batter out of it. You really don't have to sit over there near your grinder the way you sit along with your mixer. You can just leave it like that, but you have to be precautious. The first step is that you make sure that the lock is really firm, because just in case if the lock is not properly fixed, there is tendency that these stones might come up. And the second precaution is that you pour enough water. Yes, when you're making dosas especially, or when you're making idli, you will add some extra water to the batter, so it's better that you keep on adding water in batches. This will allow the stones to move really smooth and easy. When you're making vadas, you avoid adding more water because that will make the vada batter really loose and very difficult for you to make them when you're frying in deep oil. So another tip is that you loosen up the lock a little bit when the stones are in motion. You don't completely open it, but you can loosen it so that the batter is moving nice and that foam is coming out of that grinder, which is the speciality of a grinder. The advantage of a grinder is that you don't really have to wait till it ferments. If you don't have the time to get the fermentation being done, or if you don't have a proper weather, if you're in a cold climate, then also the fermentation is really not needed when you're using a grinder. And the reason why we are using a 2-stone grinder rather than 3-stone grinder is one, that taking out the batter when it is ready is very easy in a 2-stone grinder. Second, cleaning a grinder is also very easy. Third, and the most important part, is the 3-stone grinder comes with a lock which gets unlocked automatically, which is really dangerous. So you can see that the perfect batter that is coming out of this grinder is really smooth and completely ready to use for doshas. So here I am showing you my vadas which I made out of the urad dal batter that I made out of this grinder. You can find this vada recipe in my description box below. I'll provide you the link. There are some tips and tricks to make this perfect Medhu Vadas. So do give it a try. So this was the grinder and I suggest you to definitely buy it. Thanks for watching.